Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pastrami Nation Popcorn, the home of everything cinematic, movies, television, and more. My name is Nolan Smith, and joining me today is Rebecca Benson.
Hello.
And the host of Pastrami Nation Popcorn, Colonel Kevin Hoskinson.
Hey, everybody, how's it going?
Woo, Kevin, how are you?
Pretty good, guys. Pretty good. How are you guys?
Good.
Yeah.
Ready for Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Christmas. It's coming up quickly, and it's coming up hard, and we are surviving, which is great. It's Christmas in 2020. What are you gonna do?
Right.
As long as we cross the finish line, man.
Yeah,
We're almost-
exactly.
So we survive.
Right. So today, speaking of Christmas, this is something that we've all kind of been curious about for the last couple months. And we really wanted to talk about it once we all saw it. And it's one of those things where the premise and the idea of it seemed a little bit like, what's happening? What's going on? Felt a little spoofy at times. And you're like, what is this? Of course, we're talking about Fatman. Gibson,
Yes.
Walton Goggins. We all had a chance to finally see it. So first, let's start with you guys. What were your guys' main thoughts on the movie? What did you guys think about it?
After you.
I really liked it. I kept waiting for like the hokiness or some silliness to come out,
Right.
but it does not happen whatsoever. But Mel Gibson, played his signature role, and that's what I really enjoyed about it, because there's no frills, no nothing, no hokiness, just straight up Mel Gibson.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that was the best part, just seeing Mel Gibson doing what he does best. It was, going into it, I mean, we talked about it before. We're like, is this going to be like Hubie Halloween? Is it going to be...
That's what we thought, right?
But it wasn't horrible. It was a very fun action movie, very rated R. And I really enjoyed the ending,
Yes.
and I thought it was really, really cool. So for me, I mean, I was blown away by it for being what it was. I love gory action films. I mean, again, John Wick is one of my top movies of all time. So Fatman was, for me, perfect for the holiday season. What about you, Kevin?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was super unique and super, like, it could have easily swayed into spoof territory. Like, it could have easily been like just something completely hokey and just horrible. But the way they brought it to life felt so realistic, and like, I totally forgot that that's what they were doing throughout the movie. You know what I mean? Like, I forgot I was just supposed to be Santa Claus. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I got so kind of invested in everything. I was like, when they'd say his name or something, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's Santa. Like, Santa's, they're going after Santa. But I thought it was good. I think that's kind of part of what made it unique, was obviously that angle of it. I do feel like a little bit of it, like, you guys will all read my review soon, but I do feel like a little bit of it did feel almost like, it almost felt like I don't want to say generic action movie, but it almost kind of had the same kind of plotting as like just a typical action movie. And what made it stand apart was the Santa Claus aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And Mel Gibson, of course. I mean, Mel Gibson totally slayed it. Like, dude,
Unintended.
Right? Sleigh bells.
Unintended, right? Yeah. Like, he still has it. Like, he still is like, Braveheart, Lethal Weapon, Mel Gibson, and Walton Goggins, he's hilarious. He's got that intensity about him too. Yeah, he's great. Like, he switches it all on and off too. Like, it's really like, one second he's like the scariest guy in the world, and the next second, like, you want to be his best friend, because he has that kind of to him.
And you see it in there, like the interaction with the postman.
Yeah,
where he's super funny and nice, and then all of a sudden just you're like, whoa.
Man, I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for being as good as he is. Like, he's my wife, we were watching a show. He has a show on CBS, like a sitcom. Unicorn or something. It's actually really funny. So you see him in that. He's like goofy kind of dad, raising two daughters. And then you see him in something like this. Like, he has this total other side of him, which I think is great. And I thought the kid that plays Billy, he was just a little punk, and I thought he
did it so well, right?
Yeah, the actor did so well, and he was great.
I
And,
hated him.
Yep.
what's that?
I hated him, but
Oh yeah,
that's
so did
because
I.
the actor did so well at it. He
You're
makes you hate the
supposed to.
character.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You're supposed to hate him.
Yeah, exactly. And even I even really liked Kris Kringle's wife, Ruby. I forget the actress's name, but she
He
was
fit so well.
yeah, like she was like his rock. Like she was what
Yeah.
made him stay sane. I thought that was great. But yeah, overall, I thought it was really cool. I thought I think it's destined to become a cult classic, and I think people will be
Mhm.
watching it, down the road. Obviously, it is rated R, not very, family friendly,
Right.
but it's yeah, it's fun. Like if you're looking for like a bloody gritty alternative to the typical Christmas fare, Fatman is definitely the way to go.
Mhm.
Right, and like you said, it wasn't cheesy, and right away I think about like Jack Frost, and at the end of Jack Frost when they're like, "Hey Jack," and they all have their hair dryers
Right.
out. You're like, "This is stupid. Come on now."
Yeah.
There was nothing of that in here. There was no him, stalking the little boy saying "ho ho ho" or anything like that. So I'm so glad.
Right.
It was definitely a Mel Gibson action film. Walter Goggins did a fantastic job as being that, the antagonist that just, yeah, he was scary. He was
Mhm.
downright scary.
Yeah, and
Uh,
even at the very end of the movie, I don't really want to spoil it too much, but
Right.
Mel Gibson and the kid, like that scared me.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
I was like, dude, like
That was such a great moment.
So good. Like he's a scary old man. Like I'm not gonna mess with him. And even that, the main shootout at the end too was really cool. And yeah, so
Make
definitely
sure you guys see it. Yeah. Now it's available Amazon Prime, right?
it's available on Amazon Prime. You can rent it, Redbox, Amazon Prime, video on demand, anywhere you can find it. Yeah, definitely check it out. It's definitely worth watching. So, speaking of Christmas movies, we're all in the holiday spirit. Some of us have our different ways of celebrating Christmas, what kind of media we consume, what kind of things we watch. I kind of wanted to talk about, we're so used to like the Christmas classics. We have, things like, Home Alone and like The Grinch and all these wonderful Christmas movies that we watch to celebrate this time of year. But then there are those that are kind of on the fringe there. They're you can watch them around Christmas time, but they're not necessarily Christmas movies. Now I'm talking things like, Harry Potter, is a perfect example of, it's a holiday movie, but it's not a Christmas movie. You know what I mean? It's not
All year long. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's like all year long. Die Hard, of course.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Yeah.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. If it wasn't for the Christmas party, no one would have been there in the first place. Therefore, Christmas movie. That's how I see it. But even like so I just kind of want to talk about those, and if you guys can think of any that you guys really like, ones that are kind of non-traditional Christmas movies. I have kind of a short list of movies that I think are perfect for this time of year that aren't necessarily Christmas movies, but they're fun to watch around this time of year. So if you guys want, I'll go ahead and start. We could kind of talk about them a little bit and then go from there. So of course, one of my favorites is Die Hard, of course. I mean, we kind of skimmed over that. It's just fun to watch around this time of year. I really like the discourse around it. I think it's really fun when people debate the merits of it, because I feel like I learn something new every time. You know what I mean? Like it's like, yeah, it's a Christmas movie, but it's not a Christmas movie. So, so yeah, I'm sure we all love Die Hard. Sorry, I had a little bit better prepared here. But oh yeah, so there's actually a couple. Batman Returns is one of those movies that I go to every time this time of year. It's set during Christmas, and Gotham City covered in Christmas lights, especially the Tim Burton Gotham City.
Right.
Looks amazing. Yeah. Looks incredible.
I can see that too, because of Penguin in his lair. And
it all fit. I didn't think of that one. Yeah.
Yeah, Batman Returns. It's kind of picking up steam like Die Hard has been. as far as if it's a Christmas movie or not.
Awesome.
But that one could easily be made argument that it's not a Christmas movie. It just happens to be based around Christmas.
Yeah.
I was actually reading an article today about someone debating the fact that Home Alone was actually a Christmas movie. And I guess they have, I mean, I think it is, but their argument was that, the movie could have taken place any time of year, and those robbers could have, they could have went on summer vacation, and those robbers could have broken in. He could have taken them out during the summertime.
Yeah, but you're missing the heart of it then,
Right.
Exactly.
That's the part that draws you in, when he connects with, the neighbor, and then he connects with the pigeon lady. Like, it's those moments where he starts to realize what matters right around this time. Like, you couldn't do that in the summer. I mean,
Right.
Exactly.
Like, I just want my family back when he's telling the fake Santa,
who'd he be telling? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
No, I will shoot down that argument if somebody brought that to me.
That one kind of got me too. I thought it was like I was reading it just to see what they had to say, and it was just kind of the seasonal argument, and it could have happened anytime, blah blah blah. So I don't buy into it very much.
I think people are just really bored right now because of COVID and the pandemic, so they're just making up arguments. Like, you leave Home Alone and Home Alone 2 out of it. I don't care what you say about 3 and whatever, but
Right.
you leave 1 and 2 away.
Right.
If you're watching, drop a comment. Let us know your viewpoint.
Yeah. What do you think? Is Home Alone a Christmas movie, or are you like one of the... Oh, I'll stop.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
I was about to just...
No, you're good. So, we have Batman Returns. Since we're kind of on the subject of superhero movies, there is one particular one that we watched the other day. I know, Nolan, I know you personally, this is one of your favorite movies of all time, especially the MCU. Of course, I'm talking about Iron Man 3, which we all love.
Oh, I hate you, Kevin. Yeah.
We all love it. It's so good. Shane Black, excellent. But no, okay, that's another one.
Horror movies are good too if we're lying about things.
Oh no, we're gonna stop right there.
No, but like Shane Black has pretty much like all of his big movies. So you have Iron Man 3 takes place around Christmas time. Lethal Weapon takes place around Christmas time. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which is one of my favorites that he's done, and also The Nice Guys. He loves Christmas. He sets all of his movies around Christmas time, and I think he's one of those filmmakers that people watch their movies and like movies like Iron Man 3, which the general public just absolutely loves, and some of us don't, and I don't know why.
So what you're saying is he gave us a bunch of Christmas movies, and then he gave us a lump of coal with Iron Man 3. Because all those other movies you listed are terrific.
Exactly. No, yeah.
They are great. Yeah. There's no argument. I will fight to death that Iron Man 3 and Avengers 2 are garbage.
I can agree with you on Avengers 2. Maybe we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it at another.
Right, but you're right. Let's take place during Christmas, and because I remember the scene with when all the armors blew up. Mm-hmm. And it was like fireworks for the holidays and whatnot. Mm-hmm. That part was, that was fun to see. I mean, the rest of the movie was trash, but that part was fun to see. That villain was horrible. I'm sorry, but no, I get your point. Yes.
Yeah. So Iron Man 3 is on the list of movies that are non-traditional Christmas movies that we all kind of love. Rebecca, did you have any? Did you guys have any that you guys wanted to talk about a little bit?
Yeah, well, I touched on one last time we talked, and it was The Family Man. I don't know if that's considered like a true Christmas movie.
Should be.
But it is centered around Christmas time. So that's one of them. And the second one actually is Little Women, but it has to be the Susan Sarandon, Winona Ryder version, that adaptation, because it holds a lot of meaning for my sister and I. So because she's not close. So, when we are together for the holidays, that's what we watch. So we watch and we cry and,
Yeah. Have you? Just out of curiosity, have you watched the new version yet?
I haven't, because I have that special spot in my heart for that second.
I completely understandable, but the new version is actually really good if you get a chance to watch it.
Oh, this is coming from Kevin. Oh,
right?
He would tell you if it was crap. Unless Iron Man 3, then he's going to keep saying it's good. I'm sorry.
So yeah, so Little Women, that's a good one. Like my wife, her like go-to Christmas movies are Harry Potter. Like she likes to get through all of them, like Christmas week and things like that. She loves those. But then there are just a couple more I wanted to bring up, which I think are more kind of on the Christmas side of things, but they're kind of more, I don't know if we really watch them around Christmas time. And it's kind of like Fatman. A little bit more adult, a little bit more not, necessarily family friendly, but they're fun movies nonetheless to watch around Christmas time. Of course, we have movies like Krampus, which we watched again the other night.
I haven't seen Krampus.
Yeah, I mean it's Krampus is great. It's from the same director as Trick or Treat, and
I didn't know that. I love Trick or Treat.
So Dowdery, yeah, he directed it, and it's got the same kind of vibe. It's not like an anthology like Trick or Treat, but it's got the same kind of vibe to it, kind of humor, adding a little bit of humor to the, to the horror, and of course it's based around Christmas time. And
it's Krampus, yeah,
and the special effects are freaking incredible, and it's so much fun. And yeah, and of course everyone's Bad Santa is also one of my favorites to watch around this time of year. It's funny, it's dumb, but I love it absolutely. Billy Bob Thornton is hilarious. I like that one. So that's another one. So yeah, so let us know what your guys' favorite Christmas movies are that aren't necessarily traditional Christmas movies. Yeah, we definitely need to hear about them and see what's up.
I got one, I think.
What's up?
So it's one that it's definitely a Christmas movie, I would say, but it's not one a lot of people watch. Like I remember seeing it at the theater. Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad.
Turbo Man.
And Turbo Man, yeah.
Turbo Man.
And I forget the name of the little pink guy, but nobody wanted him. Booster. Nobody wanted Booster. That was it, yeah. So, I mean, working at, toy stores for, a few years, it rang true to me. You see that. You see the madness of people going crazy over this one collectible. I think when I was there, it was like Furbies and something else. The Turbo Man embodied all that, and it was just a fun movie. I mean, we don't see much of that kind of rush thanks to COVID, but it's a fun movie. I mean, it's Sinbad and Arnold, and Sinbad's always been there.
Yeah, I have to agree. I remember seeing it at theaters actually when I was like 15 or something like that. Whenever it came out, and I had fun with it. Like it's fine. I know they made a sequel fairly recently, which I never watched.
Well, no, they don't need to do that. No. It was fine just how it is.
Right. They tend to do that a lot. It sucks. Doesn't even have Arnold in it, obviously. So.
Oh no.
What's the point? Kind of like a Kindergarten Cop 2 with was it Dolph Lundgren?
Oh, there is?
Oh yeah, it's out. Check it out. Google it, or you can even probably
I
find it.
Oh, that kind of ruins it. I mean, he owned it. Oh.
Yep. So that happened. So yeah.
I haven't been this depressed in a popcorn in a while.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to bring those memories back and those emotions.
We're going back.
So yeah, so as we've been talking about, Christmas is almost here. We're almost at the finish line. Next thing you know, it's going to be 2021, a whole new year. This year just kind of, it was a crazy year, a bizarre year, but it flew by, to be honest with you. Like it just flew by. Like
it did. And it crippled a lot of the movies and whatnot, the television, the productions and everything. It crippled everything. So it threw off so much. I'm looking forward to 2021.
Yeah. Going to be a lot of stuff coming out, a lot of stuff that was supposed to come out that is going to be coming out in 2021. So yeah, what are you guys excited for next year? Well, what are you excited for in 2021? Whether it's movies or whatever you guys are excited for. You guys go ahead.
Well, Disney dropped all that stuff, so I'm excited for that. But actually, I'd like to see a new comic book series be made into either series or movies, because I think they would do really well. For instance, pantomime, because now that we're seeing such deaf awareness with The Sound of Metal, and Netflix has their Deaf U, where they follow all the students at the school, the college, Gallaudet University in Washington. That is strictly for deaf students. So I think it would, perfect timing for it.
Yeah.
And it has such a strong story, and especially now with the inclusion and like teenager and identity and self-awareness, I think all those storylines really, really work.
Good point. Yeah. I mean, now's the time.
Right.
I agree. I mean, again, I'll say like what you said, Disney dropped all that stuff. So, we'll have to wait and see what, the Book of Boba Fett is. We'll have to see if that, what Mandalorian season 3 is going to look like, what Kenobi will look like. We're going to pray to God they don't give us a Rey series, because nobody wants a Rey series. Nobody wants a Rey series. But, for me, I'm excited for, a lot of the films coming out, of course. Suicide Squad. I think that'll be cool. John Cena's in there. Yeah. Big pro wrestling fan. So, John Cena. More news on Black Adam, because I want to see how that goes. And more news from what DC's doing. So DC they're doing their future state, and they're kind of like jumping away in the future. But they're coming back to the present time and bringing some of those heroes with them. What is that going to look like for their cinematic universe? Because I know like there's going to be a different Wonder Woman. And I know that other Batman and Jonathan Kent's all grown up. He's no longer going to be a little boy. So, how will that translate to what we see in the big screen? Excited for that. The Snyder Cut for Justice League, just like everybody else. I'm thrilled for that. I just saw a teaser today for a new Game of Thrones series that will be coming 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Game of Thrones is hit or miss. I mean, overall it was enjoyable, but there was a lot of stuff I didn't care for. But there was a lot of cool, swords and sorcery and dragons, and that's the kind of stuff I want to see. So, and then another thing, I don't think we're going to get a lot out of it this year, but I can hope. Todd McFarlane's Spawn is supposed to be going into production with Jamie Foxx attached to play Al Simmons' Spawn. So if anybody's seen anything of Pastrami Nation, I'm a big, very, very big Todd McFarlane fan. So I would love to see his creation come to life. And just in comic wise, just more independent books. I love the big two, just like everybody else. I love Marvel and DC.
Right.
I love even more Vault and Mad Cave. I love people that like Scout, and they're putting out different things. I just read a comic from Behemoth this morning, and it was amazing. So more independent publishers taking that shot, and fans taking the shot on them. And I think when you think about Pastrami Nation, especially with the three of us right here, we've shined the light down on a lot of independent creators. So please, 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 if you're doing something, let us know. We want people to know about your work too. And that's my big 2021 thing. Like, let's see more independent work.
Nice. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm kind of on the same page. Like, I love all these indie books that have been coming out, and the stories have been incredible for a lot of them. I look forward to seeing a bunch more of those as well. But like you said, there's the Marvel and DC stuff, which is always great. It's always welcome. I'm always excited to read that stuff. But the indie books are where it's at right now. It's where I'm finding most of my excitement right now in the comic book world.
Same.
Yeah. So I can't wait for a lot of those. Maybe next year, maybe 2021 will be the year that I actually watch Game of Thrones. Maybe.
Tall order.
It is a tall order, but
I'll make you a deal. You watch that, and I'll watch The Matrix with Rebecca.
Dude, yes, because Matrix 4 is coming out next year.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
You guys can have a streaming, and then we can talk about it all.
Yeah. Okay, but you got to watch Game of Thrones, and you have to make it through that first season, because it will be really hard.
See, I think that's why, because I did start watching it. My wife, she plowed through it. She was able to make it, but I love that time period. I love that the sword and sorcery, dragons, medieval type vibe. I just wasn't able to get into it at first. Maybe
Same.
I don't. If I was, So I think I just need to give it another shot, and I'll do that next year for sure.
I'll give you some advice. It's okay to hit the fast forward button because I had to do that quite a bit. There were things that they did not appeal to me. Like, I love story, just like I know you do, Kevin. It's okay to hit fast forward and get to the story part because story is terrific and the arcs and the characters are amazing. The ending is pure crap, but the rest of the story is pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I've heard about the ending. So I'm kind of excited to just kind of be able to see it all and kind of see what the hype and the people being upset was about at the end.
Right. It'll be your take on it too, because you haven't seen it all. So it'll be cool to see what you think about it from fresh eyes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to a lot of the Disney stuff, movies, TV stuff, Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, all those shows look incredible. Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian season 3 will be coming at the end of the year. Didn't they already say that? I think they already said that. I'm looking forward to a lot of that.
They haven't said if Mandalorian season 3 is the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, they have not.
And I want it to be separate. I want my adventures of Mando because I love that character more than Boba Fett. He is the badass Mandalorian we wanted.
Exactly.
Don't put him out just because you got Boba Fett. Like, give Boba Fett his underbelly of the Star Wars universe because that's what he is. He's a criminal. Mando has been going more. Mando has, more responsibility now. We'll just put it that way without spoiling anything. So, yeah, it'll be fun to see what that turns out to be. But keep them separate, Disney.
Yes,
do it.
Disney, do it. Yes, and of course, on the movie front, there's so many movies coming out next year that it's hard. Pretty much everything I was excited for this year has just got pushed back. So it's got to wait for it.
Black Widow.
What's that?
Black Widow.
The Suicide Squad, which is going to be amazing. I'm actually I'm a huge Lin-Manuel Miranda fan, so In the Heights is coming out, his new movie.
That caught my eye.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a lot of fun, and that's also coming to HBO Max under the Warner Brothers thing. The new Ghostbusters, I'm a bit excited for. It just needs to come out already. It was supposed to come out this summer. Obviously, got pushed back. Matrix 4 is coming to HBO Max. Quiet Place 2, I'm pretty excited for.
Yes, that's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah. It kind of goes along with the deaf awareness.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. There you go. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that looks great. There's actually a movie.
Yeah, I still need to see Quiet Place. I haven't seen Quiet Place.
Oh, you need to watch it, man. It's really good. Like John Krasinski.
There's always a list of movies that just never make it on my radar. Quiet Place, Matrix, the Alien movies, all those.
Oh, yeah, it's hard, man. There's a lot.
Wait, Alien?
Yeah, Alien. Yeah. I own the collection of Alien and Predator. I've seen every Predator movie. Right. I have not seen a full Alien movie.
Yeah, okay. You need to fix that. You need to fix that.
We got a lot of work.
Yeah, a lot of work. Of course, there's the new Halloween Kills, which was supposed to come out this Halloween.
Oh, I know you're excited for that.
Was that?
I know you're excited for that one.
Dude, I've been waiting for that, and I wanted to bring up Scream 5, but that's not going to be till January 2022. So barely misses that mark right there. Of course, Spider-Man 3 supposed to come out in December. We'll see what that's all about. There is one that I really want to see, which is kind of a more kind of indie, kind of smaller movie, The Green Knight, which kind of takes like a look at the the King Arthur and it looks freaking cool. So I'm excited for that.
Such a good story to take. I mean, it's dark and I actually just read about this new movie of it coming out, and wow.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it looks great with Dev Patel as the Green Knight, and yeah, I'm excited for that one. That one's going to be great. So that's another one to look forward to. But otherwise, I mean, I just want to go to the movies again. I want to go to the movies again. Yeah, like the last one I saw was Tenet during the summer. I I just want to talk about Tenet really quickly.
I know you saw it again, yeah.
I watched it again. Man, like it's a like obviously I thought it the first time too, but it's dense. Like it's like
It's an onion. Yes.
it is, and it's like one of those things where it's like I'm still trying to figure it out. Like I watched it again. I'm trying to figure out if I like it sounds horrible, and I know I wrote the review and I was all up on it and everything, but I'm still trying to figure out if I liked it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, because every time you watch it, you pick up something else. You see something else.
But then it just adds confusion. Be like, what?
Well, it's the same with TV Halloween. You know, the more you watch it, the more in depth it goes. There's so many intricate parts.
Right. So much depth to that movie. Maybe we should do a worst of the year list. We haven't really done
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
maybe just one, just be like, you get one free kind of worst thing worst movie, worst TV show, worst something.
We'll think of some kind of clever, meat pastrami themed name for it. Yeah.
Right. There you go. I like that idea.
Right.
There we go.
I love that. That's great. But yeah, so let us know what you guys are excited for. Please leave a comment below. Let us know. And yeah, we love to talk to you guys about it. But yeah, so that about does it for today's show. Unless you guys had anything else you wanted to bring up or talk about.
No, just excited for the holidays and excited for the new year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so happy holidays, everybody. Hope you guys have a good one. Happy New Year, and make sure to tune in. Make sure to check out pastramination.com for news, reviews, and more. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.